When rallies fail, what's next? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horse here, and it's great to be back in Chicago. It was challenging trying to get these updates out from the road, but actually this update is coming to you at about 12:30. I'm shooting at about 12:30 Eastern time, and we had a market that was higher overnight, sold off, and then sold up very hard early this morning, putting the Dow down about 250, rallied all the way back, and now we're churning around in about a 100-point range. And again, the question I ask is, when rallies fail, what does that mean? It means I think we're going a lot lower. Now, it's a very interesting week that we've got coming here. You've got the Fed, which everybody's trying to handicap what the Fed's going to do on Wednesday. And again, I don't think they can do anything right Wednesday that will save the overall market in the longer term. In the short term, anything goes. But no matter what they do, if they raise rates, they're going to get criticism because they raised rates. If they don't raise rates, it should create some problems because everybody's going to want to know why. What is the problem in the economy? Do we have a recession coming all of a sudden? Which we probably do. So I think that's what you look at. You've got the triple witching expiration coming on Friday. So there's a lot of things that can create some movement here as we really are in basically the last full trading week of the year and most likely the last week that has any action. But I think you'll see, as we often do in bear markets, some what we call rip your face off rallies. Okay, which we want to sell. You want to look to sell at resistance at every opportunity you get, because I think these rallies are going to fail. And I think right now, the rally we had this morning was a sale. And if we get another subsequent rally, now don't be in a hurry to sell it too fast. Look for an opportunity to sell it at some sort of resistance. And again, right now we would say the resistance, in the S&P would be, somewhere around 2,600, 25.90, somewhere in that neighborhood would be the areas that you'd be looking for as opportunities to take a spot to sell. Again, you don't want to rush in. You want to let the market come to you. If you miss it, remember, it's better to wish you were in a trade than you weren't. But again, we're seeing this kind of action, and bear markets create the most vicious, good-looking rallies you can ask for. Those are the rallies that you're looking to sell. We saw crude oil make a rush over 52 and then broke all the way back down almost to 50. So again, crude oil is trading as we expected. Gold, after last week's sell-off, is once again spiked up and is now trying to test highs as we look for that 1275 level. The bonds were a little bit lower. They're now higher again, indicating that interest rates are kind of funky. And of course, I'm saying this, and I'll say it out loud on this camera, that I think that the bonds are going significantly lower because I think rates are going significantly higher. And it's not going to happen today, but it's going to start to happen. And as we like to say, markets don't announce themselves, so don't try to outguess the market. Continue to look for things that are happening. Corn, a little bit weak, but down a penny. Soybeans and wheat are charging it nicely, as we talked about at the end of last week. As long as soybeans hold 9, we're buyers and looking for higher prices. As long as wheat held that $5, we look for higher prices, and there we're seeing them. We're seeing a little bit of a sell-off in the meats, as I wrote over the weekends. I would not be surprised to see some early week selling. We were up against resistance, so you should never be shocked by the market action as long as you're watching the footprints that the markets leave. This is very important to understand. If you're watching the footprint of the market, you want to continue to follow that as you are following a map. So I think you're going to see higher prices across the board in the ag space. I think you want to be a buyer of dips, so we're a seller of equities on rallies. We're a buyer of dips of grains. We're a seller of oil on rallies. We're a buyer of gold on dips. And I think if you continue to follow that platform for now, because that appears to be the way the market is starting to trade, and that's what we're looking for as we continue to go forward. And of course, the Bitcoin, the currencies, the cryptos are in trouble right now. And again, I'm still going to stay. I'm not getting out. Okay. Now again, I don't know when they're going to rally, but I think at some point they will have their day, as they say. The only question is which ones will have their day. A lot of the ones have been cut substantially in price, but we'll see how they play out. I'm still looking for opportunities, and I will still continue to be a buyer with small money, as I like to play. It's like, as I say, it's like playing a football game or whatever it is, dinner and a movie. I'm just putting little bits and pieces of money in that I would be willing to, if I lost, I would not lose a night's sleep over, and I think that's what you have to do. But the general picture is we are going significantly lower. Now, whether it's this week or this year, I say next year for sure, we're going to see a very big haircut in the first quarter would be my opinion. I think that there's a chance we could see some real ugly trade going into the rest of this week, but there's a lot of news that can drive it. But remember, look for the vicious rallies that you want to sell into. That's what we'd be looking for, and that'll do it for today's daily update. Remember, it's about 12:30 Eastern time when this is being taped. We'll get to you as soon as you can. If you get it before 2 Eastern, you can catch me on Charles Payne Making Money today. And don't forget, if you'd like to get a copy of my friend Adam Barada's book, Gold is a Better Way, all you have to do is go to BubbaTrading.com/gold. And of course, don't forget about our high school program. You can help us out at Patreon, patreon.com/BubbaTrading. That's patreon.com/BubbaTrading. And as we build upon our winner from last night, Philadelphia, tonight, Monday Night Football, we'll take the Saints, because when the Saints come marching in, there's no troubles. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great day. This is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horwitz.